Whoa. Well, looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. This is a weird thing. Why is it tied up like this? Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. An unflappable banner? Hey, I like that! It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part's all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Alright, so it's the school emblem. Geez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up inside. It's blowing away. I got it. Yes! Great catch, huh? October, Hue 120. Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? This looks like it's from the planner that belonged to our victim. October Hue 120. What's that supposed to mean? A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I don't see how even Hue can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, shall we inspect this banner again now that it has been unraveled? Okay, alright, sure. Get out of my way. There. Hue 420. Perfect archery every day. This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material, but look. There's a dark red stain here, just under the emblem. Is that... blood? This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right, the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The stain might be from the victim's blood. A different method than the one in the trial for getting the body down there. Interesting. Are we looking at this now? For some reason? The statue doesn't look anything like you or Mr. Wright. The goddess bearing scales in the sword. She's a symbol of fairness and strength. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Oh, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find our culprit. Phew, that was a whole lot of poking around in such a short time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? It's just that one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up. But they were never able to finish on account of the murder. You should take a look if you think it could be important. This track looks man-made. We should burn that box. It's a threat to Arstotzka. Sure. Hey, you're right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big muddy pro wrestler was hiding back there. Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged through here, and this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival. Then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we'd better search the art room next, which we haven't gotten to go in yet, so that's exciting. I think I'll hang around here for a while, but make sure to tell me once you find it, Ja. Find what? What else? The governor's banner that disappeared from the stage. You'll never know, he just might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back?
Don't tell me. So in short, that's...
Hey! What? That box! It just took off running! I have a pretty good idea who that is, as I suspect you do too. You know, the only person we've met who spends most of her time in a box. Come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction. After that box! Follow that box! Let's get her! Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang out around here, and I'm liable to be the one to put you there.
I'm just an empty box, and that's what you do with them. You throw them away.
Crime cleaner. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look.
What does it matter anymore? I was a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone.
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter?
A failure as a reporter? Ka, ka, ka. Ka, 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 ka.
In case you missed her face last episode, there it is in grayscale. She has purple hair. Come to think of it, calling her a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme.
Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside to waste away in a big pile of mushy paper mache.
I kind of feel responsible for this, but I kind of don't care. Now's our chance to prod her for information while she's vulnerable. Hit her in her weak spot. I bet that's just what you were thinking. What kind of a person do you think I am? He read me like a book. Okay, Miss Break Crime Cleaner Box. Talking to a box. That was you on stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that?
Take a look at this.
Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Governor's logo there. So, is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burned up.
Don't look at me. I just happened to find it in the incinerator.
Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on his threat to burn her box? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner's sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. Huh. Someone tried to destroy evidence. Miriam? I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter.
Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all of the photos on my PC. I'm really going to do it. Here goes! 5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain.
Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay?
You didn't mean it? Oh, no, my photos! Stop! Cancel! Abort!
Did you stop it in time?
Deletion progress. 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left.
So you only had, like, 200 pictures? That's not that many for a journalist. What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make this right. I know. Your photo technique? Laptops that don't go clankety clank? Don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. In the future, they actually become even more mechanical. It's just entirely gears in there. Oh, Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the three of them. I'm sure they really appreciated it.
Obviously, I'm the ace member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact.
I know this will make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Okay, so those are no longer important clues.
There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those three for as long as I live.
Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, Hugh, and Robin?
Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just they were so close ever since their freshman year. So, well...
Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation.
Wait a second. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
I am. I'm thinking it. That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want in on their little trio. You would like a menage a cat.
Cack! 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 How could you possibly know that?
She has a lot of rings. That's one abused laptop, amongst other things.
God. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. I'm in 17 years.
I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you.
Huh? You have a laptop I could use?
Sure, but on one condition. I want you to ask Junie, Hugh, and Robin if you can hang out with them.
What? Like I could ever do that?
Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like good cop, bad cop all rolled into one.
Fine, I'll do it. If that's all you want.
Yay, I'll be by later to bring you the laptop.
Wait! It's not like I owe you anything, but here.
Just poop that right out. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures. Looks like they're setting up the stage. Hunky construction man in the background.
Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place.
Wow, you sure have an eye for photography. From what I can make out, anyway.
These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours.
How interesting that they would be the two most crucial ones. Stage setup photos added to the court record.
Well, see you around, scary lawyer lady.
That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to Hugh or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. I would suspect... Oh, what a lovely bird noise. Huh. I would expect them to be in the art room, maybe? And we haven't been there yet anyway, so... Let's look at the art room. Wow, well, somebody's been practicing their cubism. And there's a demon elephant. Mobile. Well, here it is, the art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there. This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice. Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. He doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. All right, fine. Can we see any... There's a book on the ground, and that crazy crank thing back in the back. Wow. Okay, let's go to the lecture hall. Nothing. Let's go to the hallway. Oh, it is a phony Fanty mobile. Who's here? Hey, that's you over there. Hugh, we wanted a word with you, if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure, but you two? Meh. I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect. Plus, you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So, what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. I got plenty of time. Why wouldn't I have time? About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice, thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. Ooh. So you're really prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way. You don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession's just like that, a means to an end. Or as we say around here. The end justifies the means. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting Hugh O'Connor. Juniper's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin or I were actually the killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you? You'll make a great lawyer someday. I mean, you seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Could Hugh and Robin's confessions really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? I've no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I am not through with you yet. Heh, seems like the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Judy and Robin. Heh, you're wasting your time and mine. Next question. About that meeting with Professor Court on the 23rd, why did she want to see you? I've no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. That's a very weird threat to make. Ugh. Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is in the lawyer course. But didn't Professor Court used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you solve this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong! I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Judy the right way, using the truth. That's the only way to honor Judy's wishes and Professor Court's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll testify tomorrow about that truth you're so interested in. Hugh. But... don't look to me if something happens to Juniper because of it. Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yes, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation's over. I said I don't have a lot of time, and I meant it. Wow. Hugh, wait! He's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that? That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? Might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. All right, we don't really have much time left anyway. No, just going over there automatically. Art room. Ha ha ha! Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again. Thanks again for lowering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about. Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred? That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Okay, I will. I guess I could talk to him also. Tell us what you've found so far. Find anything new, Detective Fullbright?
Ha ha ha! Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet.
He sure is confident for having found nothing.
But if we're talking outside of the art room, there's been a major breakthrough.
Oh dear, unless I find out what that is, I don't know what I shall do.
No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one.
Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. Looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? Alright, tell me what you found. So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned?
You want to know? You really want to know? You really?
Come on, just tell us already.
Oh, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back.
Voice print? You mean for this tape recorder?
Exactly. The voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out.
Huh.
And you thought the voice on the tape was saying Hugh O'Connor. Ha 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 ha! Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes.
He's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting "You're a goner" around the time of death. She could still be shouting Hugh O'Connor for a different reason. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. Huh. Alright, let's look around. Let's look at phony elephant? The bad elephant. Hey look! That's you on this mobile, Apollo. A red demon. A red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me.
No, see the antennas and the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see it's a ladybug.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
That's art. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? We're gonna have a debate over what this thing is.
Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. Yeah, it's phony Fanty. Hey, it's gone. Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo? Oh, that's the thing that was assembled outside. It was broken, and Athena put it together the right way. That's weird. You're right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this. Interesting. I can see the other half of the building over there, and the quad and stage down below. Yeah, this must be the window Detective Fullbright stuck his head out of earlier. Oh yeah, thanks for the help, Detective.
A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need.
Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow?
Alright, let me think.
Well?
Huh? Oh! Yeah, I'm not falling for that.
So close I could almost taste it. Alright, okay. Broken paintings? Or at least fallen over paintings. Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is this Juniper? The clothes are different, but... Oh look, there's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh, I think this is plenty good myself. I wonder what it would have looked like if the Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would have been really artistic looking. Like this? The Picasso over here? A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. C. Court. Oh, it did make hers. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. You don't get cubism? It's not that hard. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her and those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Some kind of Saturn or... there's no way of knowing. All these busts. 3 busts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, and either a lawyer or prosecutor. The bigger one must be the judge, and the bummed-out looking one the defendant. Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor? Think, Apollo, think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go. I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Isn't that a mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here. Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge course submitted one.
The victim, Constance Court, was the Fine Art Club's advisor, so she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This is where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here.
Poor, stressed-out, overworked Professor Court. I know exactly how that feels.
You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it.
You want to talk, Apollo?
Me? What about Mr. Wright?
Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency.
Ooh, burned. Let's check out that clock that might be running fast.
This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look.
Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate.
You sure? How'd you check it?
Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see?
Detective Fullbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped?
It has? This is unacceptable.
We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by a whole hour. Well, Detective?
But...
This clock must have also been an hour ahead when the photo was taken. If so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony.
Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this.
I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost.
You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big grin off of your face. Wait just 1 minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead on the day of the crime?
That's a good question. Wait, I think I just might have something. Detective Fullbright, you would agree that there was a moon outside this window, right?
Sure, it looks like a nice drawing of a crescent moon.
But if you look at that window in the back with the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building.
Oh, then what's this moon doing here?
I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform on the school festival, weren't you?
That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and the big crescent moon isn't half bad.
Isn't this the same as the one painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was 6 p.m. when the photo was taken. Is there a scheduling thing that we have? In here. Oh yeah, it's this photo. It was exactly 6:01 p.m. because that's when this particular photo is. There's a timestamp on the photo. I know what the moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows where that moon in the photo came from and the truth of Junie's testimony.
What? Where? Where does it show that?
If you look right here, it will all become crystal clear. The moon's identity was here? It's the backdrop. They were still prepping the stage, so its backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too.
But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail.
It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of the board.
The back of the...
That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front.
What do you mean from the front? The front is against the wall.
That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how he said the moon shouldn't even exist in this photo? Take a good look.
Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop?
Exactly. In short, this photo was taken while the backdrop was being moved. And as you can see here, it was around 6 when the backdrop was being set in place.
So
So the art room clock was running fast at least as far back as the day of the murder.
how can I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now?
Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence. Boom, baby!